I am 17. Lived with my mom until a year ago when her disability got to the point where she was placed in a care home that's like a hospice. My dad wasn't ever a big presence in my life and he's still not. I live there but I need to be self-sufficient and I pay for my own shit or have help from my maternal grandparents to pay for it. It's all kinds of messed up but he was always that way. His reason for having me here is no child support because he had to pay for 16 years before that. My grandparents even promised they wouldn't ask for child support but he was like no and he was smug about him being my dad and he'd win over them anyway. My dad's engaged to some woman who has a 3-year-old with someone else and a 6-month-old with my dad. I moved in around the same time her and her kid did and she was pregnant then. I don't know much about her and I don't spend time around her or the kids. Last Saturday I had a day off work and I wasn't planning on doing anything when Dad and her said I needed to babysit the kids because they had stuff on. Dad left first and she told me she'd be gone for about 6 hours and she was trying to tell me schedule stuff for the 6-month-old and the 3-year-old but I just said no way and I left the house. I didn't have anything planned but I was not willing to babysit and I dipped before she could leave. She tried yelling after me but I kept going and I didn't go back to the house until it was late. Dad was back by then and the two of them started yelling at me and saying I had no right to walk out and leave the kids without a sitter. I pointed out their mom was home and they said it wasn't the point but I said it was the point and I did not want to babysit and I did not have to babysit. I told them I won't ever babysit so they better find someone for when they need it because it won't be me and I will leave every single time. She was trying to guilt trip me about canceling her plans and I asked her why it was my problem that she didn't prepare a sitter for her kids before her plans. She even got her sister, who I don't think I met before, come over and tell me I was a shitty person and I took my daddy issues out on her sister and her nibblings. I rolled my eyes, packed my shit and I left after that. I'm hoping he doesn't try taking this to custody court and if he does I hope he gets a date after I turn 18 and it's a waste of time. AITA? Asking because I know she didn't do shit to me and she might have appreciated it or something IDK.